Read noisy poems collected by Jill Bennett. All right, so these poems are meant to sound fun. The Ceremonial Band. The old King of Dorchester had a little orchestra. Never did you hear such a ceremonial band. Toodle-too, said the flute, diddle-riddle, said the fiddle, for the fiddles and the flutes were the finest in the land. The old King of Dorchester had a little orchestra. Never did you hear such a ceremonial band. Rumpa-rum, pump-a-rum, said the drum, toodle-too, said the flute, diddle-riddle, said the fiddle, for the fiddles and the flutes were the finest in the land. The old King of Dorchester had a little orchestra. You never did hear such a ceremonial band. Pickle-pee, said the fife, pump-a-rum, said the drum, toodle-too, said the flute, deed-a-riddle, said the fiddle, for the fiddles and the flutes were the finest in the land. The old King of Dorchester had a little orchestra, and never did you hear such a ceremonial band. Zoompa-zoom, said the brass, pickle-pee, said the fife, rumpa-rum, said the drum, toodle-too, said the flute, deed-a-riddle, said the fiddle, for the fiddles and the flutes were the finest in the land. The old King of Dorchester had a little orchestra. Never did you hear such a ceremonial band. Pa-pa-ra, said the trump, bozoom-ba-zoom, said the bass, pickle-pee, said the fee, rumpa-rum, said the drum, toodle-too, said the flute, deedle-riddle, said the fiddle, and the fiddles and the flutes were the finest in the land. Oh, the fiddles and the flutes were the finest in the land. On the ning-nang-nong. On the ning-nang-nong, where the cows go bong and the monkeys all say boo, there's a ning-nong ning-ning, and where the trees go ping and the teapots jibber-jabber-jew. On the nong-ning-nang, all the mice go clang, and you can't catch 'em when they do. So it's ning-nang-nong, cows go bong, nong-ning-ning, trees go ping, nong-ning-nang, the mice go clang. What a noisy place to belong is the ning-nang-ning-nang-nong. Song of the Train. Clickety-clack, wheels on the track, this is the way they begin their attack. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, clickety-clackety, clickety-clack. Clickety-clack over the crack, faster and faster the song of the track. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, clickety-clackety, clackety-click-clack. Riding in front, riding in back, everyone hears the song of the track. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, clickety-clickety-clackety-clack. Waves, this is sampan. Waves lap lap, fish fins clap clap, brown sails flap flap, chopsticks tap tap, up and down the long green river. Owie owie lanterns quiver, willow branches brush the river, owie owie lanterns quiver. Waves lap lap, fish fins clap clap, brown sails flap flap, chopsticks tap tap. Fish's Evening Song. Flip, flop, flip, flap, slip, slap, lip, lap. Water sounds, soothing sounds. We fan our fins as we lie, resting here, eye to eye. Waterfalls, drop by drop. Plip, plop, drip, drop. Plink, plunk, splash, splish. Fish fins fan. Fish tails swish. Swish, swash, swish. This we wish. Water cold, water clear, water smooth, just to soothe sleepy fish. Spaghetti, spaghetti. Spaghetti, spaghetti, you're wonderful stuff. I love you, spaghetti. I can't get enough. You're covered with sauce. You're sprinkled with cheese. Spaghetti, spaghetti. Oh, give me more, please. Spaghetti, spaghetti, piled high in a mound. You wiggle, and squiggle around. There's slurpy spaghetti all over my plate. Spaghetti, spaghetti, I think you are great. Spaghetti, spaghetti, I love you a lot. You're slishy, you're sloshy, you're delicious and hot. I gobble you down, oh, I can't get enough. Spaghetti, spaghetti, you're wonderful stuff. Rhyme. I like to see a thunderstorm, a dunderstorm, a blunderstorm. I like to see it black and slow, coming stumbling down the hills. I like to hear a thunderstorm, a plunderstorm, a wonderstorm, roarly-louding at our little house and shake the window sills. Weather. Dot-a-dot-dot, dot-a-dot-dot, spotting the window pane, spack-a-spack speck, flick-a-flack fleck, freckling the window pane. A splatter, a scatter, a wet cat, a clatter, a splatter, a rumble outside. Umbrella, 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 bumbershoot barrel of rain. Slosh-a-galosh, slither and slather and glide. A puddle, a jump, a puddle, a jump, a puddle, a jump, puddle splash. A puddle, a jump, a luddle, a dump, a pud muddle, jump in and slide. Jazzman. Crash and clang, bash and bang, up and up in the road the jazzman sprang. The one-man jazz band playing in the street, drums with his elbows, cymbals with his feet, pipes with his mouth, accordion with his hand, playing all his instruments to beat the band. Tootle and tingle, hoot and jingle. Oh, what a clatter, how the tunes all mingle. 20 children couldn't make as much noise as the howling pandemonium of one-man jazz. Engineers. Pistons, valves, and wheels and gears, that's the life of engineers. Thumping, clumping, engines going, hissing steam and whistles blowing. There's not a place I'd rather be than working around machinery, listening to that clanking sound, watching all the wheels go round. The yak. Yickety yackety yickety yak. The yak is a scriffly scraffly back. Some yaks are brown yaks and some yaks are black. Yickety yackety yickety yak. Sniggledy, snaggledy, sniggledy, snag. The yak is all covered with shiggly shag. He walked with a ziggity, zaggity, zag. Sniggity, snaggity, sniggity, snag. Yickety, yackety, yickety, yak. The yak is a scriffly, scraffly back. Some yaks are brown yaks and some yaks are black. Yickety, yackety, yickety, yak. The small ghosty. When it's late and it's dark and everyone sleeps, shh, into our kitchen a little ghosty creeps. Shh. We hear knocking and taps and rattles and raps, and he clatters and clangs and he batters and bangs. He whistles and yowls and he screeches and yowls. So we pull our covers up over our head and we block up our ears and we stay in our beds. The end.